Here back my tiny Portulacaria Afra that I started back in 2020 as part of a challenge with Jered over at Jarhead Bonsai. You should check out his channel after this video. I'll put a link in the description for you. But anyway, this tree's been growing well so far. It's tiny and it's in a ridiculously small pot, but it seems happy enough. These are aggressive succulents, so you don't really need to do much to them to keep them happy. They can handle being very dry, which is why I can live in this small pot. Everything else would probably die after a few hours, so there's not going to be much water in that pot. There's not really much growth here over the winter, but that's alright. My goal of this is to keep it small and just prune it as often as I can, see what happens and see where it goes, and so far I like it. In March, I'm just waiting for it to get a little warmer, and then I'm going to repot it. Well, I'm going to snip that top branch though, it's looking a little long. But apart from that, there's not much happening. If you look closely in April, you can see some of the new leaves are starting to grow, especially where I pruned last month. They're tiny, but it means it's growing now, so I think it's going to be a good time to repot. There's quite a lot of moss on here for such a small pot, especially a pot that's quite dry. But the moss seems happy enough to grow there, so it needs to go. Shouldn't really be there. I need it out of the way to repot it. So I just scraped it off and then used my old toothbrush to really get rid of the stubborn bits. Need a really good scrub, but I got there in the end. I then tried to give it a wiggle and see if it would come out, and well, it did. But it's not good. I actually snapped the roots in half. I thought as it's quite a tall tree in comparison to the root ball, I might be able to lever it out, but clearly not. These are aggressive growers, so that little pot was going to be full of roots, and it seemed I didn't need much force to snap them. If this was any other tree, it would be a mega disaster, but it isn't going to be a problem here. You can remove 100% of the roots here and they'll just keep growing. So really all I've done here is just save myself some effort with the scissors. All you do is just get the soil out of what roots are left and then give it a bit of a tidy up, and that was it. So a tiny little root ball. That means it can fit back in this tiny pot. It can't stay in here forever, but it'll be fine for a little while longer. There's not much change in May, although you can see I've added wire over the pot. This tree is really top heavy, so holding it in place for a while is necessary to stop it toppling over. There's no way I'm doing that through the pot, it's just way too small. So I just have to deal with it looking like this for a while. Although you see as the video goes on, I didn't actually remove it. I don't know, I guess I forgot, but it's not causing any harm and I don't even notice it. I also left this tree alone for the rest of the year. The goal is to prune it often and keep it small, but it needs to grow first to be able to prune it. It did grow, it just didn't go completely out of control like it has before, so I just left it. That'll probably be down to the fact it's a tiny pot, it needs a bigger one to really start going crazy, so it's probably not going to change much until that happens. But it seems happy enough as it is, and the new growth is really small and compact, so that's always good. And here it'll be slowing down again as winter approaches, so not much change, but still doing well and I like it a lot. And here it is now, so not much change, but I'm happy. Thanks for watching, see you next time.